second of rain.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Homework Genius. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add, subtract, and multiply matrices. Let's solve this matrix equation. We are given 2x minus a equals b, and all these capital letters x, a, and b are matrices. We were given that a equals 2, 3, negative 5, 1, and b equals 4, negative 1, 1, 3. Let's solve for our unknown x. So we have our matrix equation, 2x minus a equals b. To solve for that x, let's get it alone. So let's add a on both sides. So we're left with 2x equals b plus a. And now let's divide by 2. So x equals b plus a over 2. And we can also write that as x equals 1/2 b plus a. So we can have those b and a matrices standing alone, so it's easier to plug them in. Now let's plug in our matrices. X equals 1/2, and we were given that matrix B is 4, negative 1, 1, 3, plus our matrix A, 2, 3, negative 5, 1. Now let's add these two matrices. So we have 1/2 times. So to add matrices, you would just add the numbers in the same position. So you would do the top left plus the top left, the top right plus the top right, the bottom left plus the bottom left, and the bottom right plus the bottom right. So let's go ahead and write those out. 4 plus 2 is 6. Negative 1 plus 3 is 2. 1 plus negative 5 is negative 4. And 3 plus 1 is 4. And when subtracting matrices, you would use this exact method, but just subtract instead of add. So to multiply by that 1/2 we have in front, you would just multiply each term in the matrix by that 1/2. So 6 times 1/2 is 3, 2 times 1/2 is 1, negative 4 times 1/2 is negative 2, and 4 times 1/2 is 2. And that's your answer. Now let's try multiplying matrices. We are given that matrix A is 5, 7, negative 3, 0, and matrix B is 1, 2, 9, negative 1. Let's find A times B and B times A. To multiply A times B, you would start by multiplying that first row in the first matrix by the first column in the second matrix. You would do this by multiplying the first terms plus multiplying the second terms. So you would multiply the 5 times the 1 plus the 7 times the 9. And you would put it here in that first slot on the left. Now to find the term in the second column of the first row, you would need to multiply the first row of the first matrix times the second column. So in this case, it would be 5 times 2 plus 7 times negative 1. Now let's move on to the second row. To find the term of the second row first column, you would multiply the second row of the first matrix times the first column of the second matrix. So in this case, it's negative 3 times 1 plus 0 times 9. And now to find the term in the second row, second column, you would multiply the second row of the first matrix times the second column of the second matrix. So negative 3 times 2 plus 0 times negative 1. So now let's reduce. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 7 times 9 is 63. 63 plus 5 is 68. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 7 times negative 1 is negative 7, so 10 plus negative 7 is 3. Negative 3 times 1 is 3, plus 0 times 9 is 0, so just negative 3. And negative 3 times 2 is negative 6, plus 0 times negative 1 is just 0, so you're just left with negative 6. And that's our answer for multiplying A times B. Now let's multiply matrix B times A. so let's just switch those matrices. So to multiply matrices in the opposite order does not mean that you will get the same answer. So in this case, again, let's multiply the first row times the first column first for that first term, and you would multiply the 1 times 5 plus the 2 times -3. And for the first row second column, you would just do 1 times 7 plus 2 times 0. And for the second row first column, you would do 9 times 5 plus -1 times -3. And for the second row second column, 9 times 7 plus -1 times 0. So let's reduce. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 2 times -3 is -6. 5 plus -6 is -1. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 2 times 0 is 0, so that's just 7. 9 times 5 is 45, plus -1 times -3 is just +3, so 45 plus 3 is 48. And 9 times 7 is 63, plus -1 times 0 is 0, so just 63. And that's your answer for multiplying matrix B times A. Here's the full problem so you can screenshot it for your notes. I hope this video helped. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. Thanks for watching.